A wonderful good morning to Kaua'i, and I am really glad and happy that I have Casey Thomson here in my podcast. And so we're connected to Kauai, which is part of the wonderful islands of Hawaii. So, Casey, I would love if you could just introduce yourself. Who is Casey and what moves your heart?
Well, my name is Casey Kamakane Thompson Tangelin. I was born on Kauai, raised on Kauai, you know, raised on a farm, raised in playing in the waterfalls, raised at the beach,
Oh,
raised playing guitar with my father. And all those things are the things that actually move my heart for
yeah,
sure. Hmm.
that's so wonderful because.
Nature, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
wonderful because I know the place you are living because I spent in the last years. I had
Hmm.
a great chance to, yeah, to be able to make it to be there, which is not for me just like a gift. Always the time there, and I remember always when I have to leave, I say, Casey, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave anymore, but if I have to. And the place moves my heart too. And like when I'm there, it feels like my soul is home, and your mom also make me feel home. And
Hmm.
audience outside, so that's not only just like a place I feel home. It really had also an impact on my life. Which Casey was not there to that time. You've been in Europe and that happened. So probably Casey could have rescued me. So like yeah,
Well,
smashed my kneecap jumping there, and like it was a little waterfall into the river. So waterfalls can raise you and also can like put your life upside down. But you probably have known, you told me, don't jump there. You have to take care of the rock. So that's so cool because the podcast is also for artists. And you've been an artist for a couple of years, I guess. So you've been very famous. You're like a rock star in Japan. So do you want to talk about that?
music I've been doing for 30 years.
Mhm.
So a little bit more than a few years. Yeah, I studied guitar in Kauai for when I was young. Had a great teacher, Hal Kinnaman. He taught me all kinds of music, flamenco, jazz, classical, and I expanded my own knowledge just studying on my own. And
Yeah.
then I went to Japan for I don't know a few years just to live it up, learn the language, study, play music. I played Hawaiian slide key guitar there, and yeah, I have a couple albums, moderately famous, but just in Hawaii.
Yeah, so cool. And I will never forget those moments when just like Casey's grabbing his guitar and starts playing. It makes me feel much more home. So it's so wonderful. And we have like a little similarities at least because you did triathlon too in the past for a couple
Oh
of
yeah, I've done half Ironmans. I
yeah.
don't know what it's called. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing too substantial, too large.
So yeah, I my path was like to find Hawaii first was the Ironman on Big Island.
Oh
So
yes.
was like my very first connection, and I yeah, there was like maybe the entrance, and then we traveled for the first time to Kauai in 2004, and then
Mm.
later on it completely changed. So I didn't came because of sports, so I came because I felt like I have to go there.
Yeah.
So your life, I would say, is really like a go with the flow. You know, you do the things you want to do. You are also a businessman. You are a landlord. You had like a company for hot sauces. So you try things, you do things. You have still gigs. Sometimes they book you for like playing guitar and like
Wedding.
Jamming, we're betting. So
Hmm.
we talking lately. We just like we talked about like also like the. I would love to talk about the cultural thing because
Okay.
I figured out when I was in your place, sometimes there have been lots of Germans, so they felt drawn to your place. And,
All types.
and also I figured out that when I'm there, yeah, I'm German and I'm different. So, and that we have like those different approaches, how we do things and how we live life. And then I remember when we talking about, like you said, the sermons really like, like structured and the Hawaiians go with the flow. But I also feel like that a lot of Germans love like Italy and traveling, and they love that just like hang loose thing, just like
Sure.
not have a look at the clock. So, and I want to invite those guys who just like listening. Maybe
Hmm.
you don't have to go to Hawaii. You can live it here. So when I just came back, I thought, okay, I can't go to Hawaii, but I can make myself feel that I am there. So I walk barefoot. I don't have a clock, and I try just like to hang loose here too.
Right
Mm,
on.
I remember that um, your mom, I think she's from California, and when she came to Kauai, that there was a special phase of her life when she was living on the beach. So she was in a very famous, I would say, famous camp. It's called the Taylor Camp. It was kind of a hippie camp. So
Yep.
you told me before the interview that you are like you weren't there when already born, but
Right after
it
they.
had an
Yeah.
influence on you, like that hippie lifestyle. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah. I was born right after the state or the county of Kauai closed Taylor's Camp, and the people that lived there, were always around my mother's house. So I was raised around a lot of them. So I was raised around that hippie flow, I guess you could say.
Yes.
You know, comfortable with nudity, lots of music. I was never really into drugs or anything like that, but
Mhm.
it was always around me. So I never felt a desire to do them, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, of course. Me neither.
Yeah, never my thing, but it was always around me. You Um, yeah, I'd say it definitely gave me that ideology, where
Yes.
flow and that hippie lifestyle could relaxes me, instead of the hustle and the bustle of the cities and stuff like that, which is not my favorite.
Yeah, me neither. So you've traveled in the last years a lot too, so you like to travel too. And you spend time in Japan and also maybe in big cities.
Oh
How
yeah,
how is that for you as a Hawaiian to be there? How does it feel to be
it's
in?
definitely like the saying is a fish out of water,
Uh-huh.
and it's not my thing. I wonder how people can live in that for long periods of time and not go crazy, and not be around nature at all, just for long periods of time. And I can see people just kind of go crazy living in it for so long.
Yeah. So I would say that we need nature for our health, and we are nature because we live on that planet. And as I mentioned, though, I try the last days, I was like 3 times outside and spent time in the forest, and just like we have summer here to really be outside. I don't know, I sleep naked, so just like to have at least when you don't have the chance to be in Hawaii and to live the lifestyle, to like integrate it in your daily life as much as you can. And
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, and I think I love really that word ohana, which
Family.
family, and maybe you can help me if I'm wrong. for me, family is not like the family of origin. It can be like also like your friends or people you feel like really connected. Do you want to talk about that word ohana? Because when I am in your on your property, there are lots of people, and they're all from different cultures, and it's
Sure.
also like having a space where people come together, and for the period of time we are together, we are family.
Yeah, it's just like feeling included in something, I guess. Um, some people like that, some people don't. So you let people do how as they please. It's more of a even that in itself is an ohana feeling, I could say. Let people be who they are without judging them.
Yeah. Absolutely, like without like judging them and to see that we are different. And I don't know if we want to talk about that because it's not such a long time you became a dad. So congratulations to that. So you have a little boy and your mom just like sent me the pictures and it's so wonderful because I think she really enjoys like to be a grandma. This is different for you, isn't it? So just like having family, how do you handle that with all the things you do? So,
Well, at this very moment, he's with his mom in Las Vegas because the mother has these fancy jobs that require her to be over there, and
mm,
they make her quite a bit of money. So it's kind of hard to say no to them. And um, and he's with her right now, but she's coming in about a week or two to come here and hang out. Because she misses Kauai a lot too. But right now
yeah,
she's making lots of money, so she can buy a house here too.
and that's pretty cool. So also finding a balance in between like family life and to have in mind we live on this planet, we have to make money. So I have to make money that I can be on Hawaii. And
Yep,
also maybe to come back and to enjoy it much more.
makes sense.
Is there anything? I mean, we're recording the video for YouTube and all the podcast platforms, and hopefully lots of people are going to listen or to watch the video. Is there anything which is really important for you as a Hawaiian to share
Hmm.
or to recommend, or what's important for you, Casey?
I enjoy being in nature a lot, so
Mm.
it mind and just relaxes my soul, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
The garden I built is I'm always playing in it, even though I'm taking care of it. It's a
Yeah,
lot
so
and feeds me a lot and makes lots of money just selling its fruit, and it's great. So it's a balance of all that.
yeah, I love the word balance. It's a balance, all of that.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your time. And thank you for all the gifts you gave me. And when I'm there, like you can ask Casey all the time, he's always there. And I highly appreciate that. And I highly appreciate you. And I highly appreciate the land of Hawaii.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Have a great one.
All right.
And what could be important, not to forget about that, if people want to connect with you, you are
Mhm.
on Instagram. So we're going to put that Instagram link in the show notes. And
Sure.
they just like want to stay in your place, that they can connect with you as well.
Connect with me is the best way and can take it from there.
Yes. Have a really great one. Big hugs to my favorite place and aloha.
Right on.